Hey YouTube, what's going on? Chris here. I want to bring you all an update on Litecoin, and this is the only coin we're going to be going over right now, guys. I really want to give you just an in-depth look of Litecoin and show you what I'm seeing on the charts right now. And something you have to be very aware of, we have been in a downtrend now since June 22nd, so we are in a pure intermediate term downtrend right now. And once these things really get moving, guys, it starts in the short term, then the intermediate, and then the longer term. And the longer that we stay in this downtrend, the more power that it's going to have to want to keep going into a longer term trend. And that's what we're trying to break right now. So I'm going to get into all this stuff, guys, but we're really at a crucial spot for Litecoin right now. We really need to start moving back to the upside. We need to be the one, sometimes Litecoin will lead the market. It really needs to have a trend line break and to get moving, in my opinion. So guys, if you get some from these, like, subscribe, hit that notification bell. Trying for 100 likes in this video. I really appreciate all you guys who comment and like, and you guys have just been the ones here with me all this time on the channel, and I'm really appreciative. So guys, happy Saturday to you, and we'll get into this. So what I'm seeing for Litecoin, and this is on the one-day chart, guys, first of all, we're going to pay close attention to this white trend line, and you're going to see in the next couple days or so, we're going to test this. And we're going to see if we're going to bounce off this and fall down. And this would be another lower high. Do you see all these lower highs, guys, right here? Lower highs and lower lows coming in. So is this going to be a lower high? And we're going to drop back down and we're going to fall instead of lower low? Or are we going to break up through this area? Now, if we are to have a trend line break out of here, guys, and I don't have any moving averages on because I just want to look purely at price action right now. We'll get into moving averages in a minute. So we would need to break out of this downtrend. Okay, and then also get over top of this 63.61, this previous area of support. This is where we started a little short-term uptrend. We were having higher highs and higher lows in the short term. Then we came up to this line and we fell back down. So those are two key areas that we're going to need to break up through. If we do break out of those, I want to see us try to take out the high at $78. That's going to be a key target area for me. Now to the downside, if we do fall here, guys, what I'm going to look at is support between roughly, this green box is about $49. We'll call it $50. I want to see 50 defended, and about $46. And that's going to be this key area that we had over here, right? So this was a descending triangle. We had our flat bottom, and guys, this was about a month or so, and then we had our lower highs coming in, and when we broke down, we lost over 50%. There was a huge break to the downside. So this is going to be an area that I'm bringing over here that I'm going to look at for support. I would like to see us find some type of support off there. The next thing I wanted to talk about was the volume. You can see how the volume's just been decreasing here, guys, as we've been going down. If we do get some type of a trend line break out of here, we want it to be on strong volume. It needs to be on heavy volume or it's going to be no good. It'll be one of those 5% failures and we'll come back down, and things could get very ugly if we do fail on that. So really keep that in the back of your mind, guys. It's something that's very important for us. Next thing I want to look at is our Fibonacci retracement. And also tell me what you think, guys. Are we going to set another lower high? Or are we finally going to get a nice break out of here and start making some higher highs and higher lows? That's what I want to know from you all. How are you feeling? Do you feel as though there's going to be a lot lower price ranges for us to potentially buy in? Or do you think this is the area where we're finding some support and we're going to start making a break to the upside? Please leave it down low. So we've broken down through the 0.618, which was a crucial area for us. And now we're down here. The support area is going to be around that 0.786. So that $49, that's an area that I'm really looking at. If we have another push low, I want to check that out and see what type of candle formations we're forming on there, because that potentially could be a nice little spot to go long if you see heavy volume, good candlestick formations, and a potential break out of this downtrend line. That's what I'm going to be looking at, guys. But we're testing that 0.786, getting pretty close to it, Next one I wanted to look at is our RSI. So I want to pay attention to this down here. With our RSI, we are at 39 right now. So we're below the crucial 40 mark, which typically we would want that to act as support for us. But right now it's acting as overhead resistance. We do have the lower highs right here. So we'll have to see if we do put in some type of higher low and then try to get up here and make a higher high. But right now we're at 39. Next one I wanted to look at was our MACD. And I'm going to go through these indicators and we'll throw on some moving averages, guys. So with our MACD down here, we have had our bullish cross. So we had a bullish cross to the upside, and right now we're just kind of moving flat, just starting to flatten out a little bit here. But we do still have that bullish cross histogram starting to tick to the downside a little bit. You can see it turning pink there. So we may be losing a little bit of strength in terms of the MACD. Let's see our stock RSI. Stock RSI, we've had a downward cross, so that's not a good thing there. We're at 71 and 81, and we had a downward cross in overbought conditions as well there. So pay attention to that. You can see a lot of times when we have downward crosses, guys, sometimes you can pop back up, but a lot of times if you do have that downward cross, you can fall pretty hard after that. So be aware of that. That's why I like to look at multiple indicators for us. Then we'll do our awesome oscillator. It's going to be like a histogram type deal. Now this one is in the negative, but it's trying to tick to that positive a little bit, starting to turn green. So we'll keep our eye on that. And now, guys, I want to get into the moving averages. Okay, so let's get the green box off there. First of all, we're going to start with our short term. We're going to go through these one at a time so you can see. We're going to start with our 9 EMA. So this is going to be our short term, fast moving indicator. And let's really zoom in on price and see what's been happening here. So right now, guys, it's been acting as overhead resistance. We had this big fall here. We came back up through. We had a candle close up above it, and then we had a bearish candle the next day, tried to push up again through, and we saw rejection, and now we're trading below it again. So we're going to have to look for the candle close today. We wanted to start getting back up above this 9 EMA. Do you see right here how we closed up above it? And then for the most part, we stayed up above it until Bitcoin dumped, and then we started to fall here. But that was a nice little spot. You can see we had basically almost like a hammer or a doji candle there for defense, and then we pushed up even higher, and then we had a hanging man candle, and we got dropped to the downside, and we broke right through support there because Bitcoin's drop was pretty heinous. So in the short term, the moving average is acting as overhead resistance. The next one we want to look at is our 20 EMA. That's in purple. This is also acting as overhead resistance, so the trend, guys, still obviously down, right? Next one's going to be our 50-day moving average. See this? Guys, acting as overhead resistance. Trend still down. And then we'll go to our 200. And you see our 200 acting as overhead resistance. So that's the problem that we're having, guys. And these are almost fanning out a little bit too. It's tough when you get caught in these downtrends. You know, just like over here when we were in this uptrend. Guys, these rivers, you got to think of these trends as rivers. You can see right here how we just pushed up, and this whole time we were basically up above this 50-day moving average for the most part in this entire move. You know, one time we dropped down here, then we had a bullish engulfing candle and we got pushed to the upside. But that's how powerful these are, and now we're having them to the downside. So first we need to conquer the 9, then the 20, then the 50, then the 200. We need to start trading up above that 200, guys. Right now we're in a pure downtrend, an intermediate term downtrend. And I want everyone just to be careful, because if you are going in right now, either use a very tight stop loss or you're catching falling knives right now until we have confirmation. We don't have confirmation of the trend change of Litecoin. Right now we're still in that intermediate term downtrend. So that's what I want to put on your guys' radar. Just be careful. That's all I'm saying. If you're a long-term investor, guys, do your thing. Litecoin's at $56. That's a great price in the long run, in my opinion. But when I'm trading, I want to be able to get the best opportunities that I can. And I look for the best opportunities. And if I'm going long, I want to see confirmation of a long. Okay? So if you like these guys, like it down low. Appreciate you being here with me. Have a wonderful Saturday. God bless. Take care.